yours you need to do, Mr. Smith.
Good morning, Miss Smith. How you doing this morning?
I'm good. I'm good.
Let's make sure we get now. How'd you rest last night?
Very well.
How would you say today is Friday? How would you say your week has been?
It's been pretty good.
Pretty good week.
Mm-hmm.
What's made it such a good week?
Just being with you, babe.
There's a booty. There's a booty line. Yeah, we're out there, we're live and living color. Hey, family, I am Smitty Smith.
And I am June Smith, River City Blues Realty.
A.K.A. United Real Estate Richmond. June and I, we going to get it, family. Another day, another opportunity to get it right.
Yes.
So, again, United Real Estate Richmond. We merged with a bigger boy so that we can do bigger things. We can affect more people, help more folks get home faster to enjoy it even longer, family.
And what is it that you always say assimilation brings?
Association brings assimilation.
Oh, the other way around. Okay.
Yeah. When we hang around great people, we do great things, you know.
So we gonna be a big boy.
So we gonna be a big boy. We put on our big boy pants, and we are just doing some stuff. Good morning, Dante Green. How you doing, brother? He asked, "Are we live? Live and in living color, my brother."
We are live.
From another mother, trying to go even further.
Okay.
I'm a poet, and you knows it.
No.
Yeah, I wrote a song about it. Want to hear it? Hear it. Road gal. But you know, June, it is such a blessing to be here today. It really is, you know. Yeah, and let me scroll down here for a moment. Today is May the 30th. June, I'd like to be one of the very first to just welcome you to May the 30th. Something that the universe is made for. It's a day that the universe is made for us. A day of greatness, a day of success, a day to just take one step further, 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps. June, if we want to make big moves, what do we got to do?
Make big grooves.
That's what I'm saying, family. Sometimes you just got to do 1 step and celebrate the success of that step. You know, we always celebrate the major victories. You know, when I do something really significant, you know, I want to buy a car. So you know what, June? I saved about $5,000-$6,000 of down payment.
Yes.
I don't celebrate each and every dollar I save. I celebrate driving the car off the lot.
Yes, you do.
You know, and we don't give ourselves credit, June.
I'm putting some rims on it.
You know this, man. Straight to the rim shop. Remember that guy? Remember we used to talk about how folks used to get rims and then get them repossessed?
Yes, that was
was hilarious.
So cray.
And family, we had a gentleman who worked at the rim shop, the repossession department, and say they could take your rims off a car with your tires.
I've never heard such a thing.
They could strip the rims and tires off your car in less than 5 minutes. So now you got a car sitting on blocks, and you got an Uber to the rim shop to get your tires.
You know, I wonder what the qualification was for that job.
You just got to be quick.
Well, you're a past felony? Hired.
You know.
Past felon, that's what
Felon,
I
I know where you're going.
Okay, yeah.
I speak June Smith.
Thank you so much.
Okay, I have a thesaurus. We
So
won.
you're
I
hired.
get you, girl.
That is your qualification, right?
Yeah, that's just the
Gotta be quick.
You gotta be quick. And it's good if you have your own tools, you know.
Oh, wow.
You know, if not, just go steal something.
Hey.
Dante got it right. A former NASCAR driver, pit crew member.
That's true, yeah.
But you just, I'm not going to go there with you today, June.
Okay.
But just imagine.
I like the first pre-qualification, Dante.
June, you're in a job interview for a rim repossessor, right? And you know you're grooving. You know you feel like you're gonna get the job.
That's right.
And the interviewer asks you this one question: do you have your own tools? And you think about it. You say, "Hold on a second, I'll be right back." You come back 5 minutes later. You got tools, right? You know, went and stole their damn tools. Hired.
That's right.
You know, but anyway, family, we ain't supposed to be having fun like that.
No.
We supposed to be talking about that crazy faith, family. That crazy faith that says, I can, I will, I shall. I shall.
Shall shield.
I shall do it. I shall celebrate. I shall redirect. I shall do whatever, whenever it takes to get to where I want to go. and we have permission and authority to do so.
Yes, we do.
You know, June, you have permission from the universe to be June. Dante has permission to be Dante.
Not according to Logan, but
I know. That's really.
But that's another story.
Dante has permission to do whatever Logan wants him to do. You know, and it's we just have to just accept permission. You know, June. Sometimes you got to fight people to get to hear the yes. You ever have somebody, June, they ask you to do something for them, and you say yes, but they continue on pleading and stating their case why you should do it? Mm-hmm. You know, sometimes you just got to accept the yes.
And for me, that usually turns into a no. I'm like, if you're fighting that hard, something's going on.
Something ain't right.
Something ain't right.
Something you ain't right. You know. And June, I had that conversation yesterday with a young lady I hadn't spoken to in a while. It's been a couple years.
Okay.
And she called me, and she said, I want to buy a house. I was like, wow, I want to help you buy a house. You know, we were riding that same wave, you know.
Yeah, just
all
happens
was
to
well.
be a realtor.
You know, yeah. You know, what do you figure, you know? And she says, well, my credit score is 550. I was saying, well, that's not a problem. We just got to get it up to 620.
Okay.
So that's the question. What are you willing to do? Notice my question, June. What are you willing to do was my question. She did not hear my question. She did not hear me say, yes, I will help you. What she heard was, go ahead and tell me all about your damn past.
Oh, hold on.
No,
she did not start with see what happened was.
June.
Ooh,
June.
That's a no-no.
But you know, I'm a righteous brother. Sometimes, you know what, I just sit back and say, let's see where this goes.
Okay.
So I didn't stop her.
And half an hour later?
And a half an hour later, she was still telling me, see what had happened was. And, June, you know, and I did this on purpose because there was such enjoyment, such relief. I don't know, but there was something cathartic for her to tell me about the past in its greatest detail.
But it is. It's that, not to change the subject, but it is very relaxing.
Yeah.
Because you get it out.
You get it out,
You've told already 50, 60, 70
you can
people
best
already.
believe I ain't the first person that heard this story.
Exactly. But, you know, evidently she was still carrying it
She
with
had
her.
it loaded in the gun.
So when people carry that much with them, they want to tell everybody.
And, you know, June, that would be cool if that was the end of it. Okay. But she'll tell the next person and the next person and the next person, you know? And it's just human nature. And sometimes I have to fight against being Smitty, if that makes sense.
Yes, it does.
Because I have a natural inclination
to cut you the hell off.
I would cut you at the knees, man.
Was this live? I didn't mean to say that. But it's
the truth. Look at me, family. I'm serious. Okay. I don't care.
He does not.
And I've never cared. And I never will care about the past. Because I cannot change it. You cannot change it. So, June, you know, I want to find a bigger, better word for the word past. And it's the word erst. E-R-S-T.
What about history?
No. We hear it too often. It just, you know, we hear it every day.
That's true.
You know, so I wanted to find a different word. You know, I had a geek out moment.
Okay.
And I found the word erst. The time before now. Dictionary.com, family. Erst. You know, June, and people celebrate the erst, the time before the present. Be it good or bad, but we tend to sell it. And we may not be throwing a party for a 550 credit score.
Yeah.
We may not be, you know, putting out streamers and having cake. But the way we stay in it and live in it is, in fact, celebrating it, family. You know, it happened. So I'm going to stay here for a while and just let it be. Hold on, so let me stop this. This is probably her calling me saying, don't tell my business.
And good morning, Chloe. How are you?
You know, good morning, Chloe Green. But, you know, June, erst, the time before present, the time before now. And I am a noun kind of guy. I am a right this frickin' second now. And you know frickin' ain't the word I wanted to use.
No.
But it is early. The day is young. But June, I'm a freaking now. You have my attention right now.
Mm-hmm.
You called me for help and guidance. But you did all the talking. Feel that, June? I'm calling you for help, June.
Yeah.
And I do all the talking. I don't give you an opportunity to get a word in. So look, here's how the conversation should have gone. Hey, Smitty, this is blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
We spoke 3-4 years ago. I want to buy a house. My credit score is 550.
And that was her waiting for your response.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
it.
That's it.
See, that was a perfect conversation.
Mm-hmm.
I understand your desire. I understand your goal. I understand your mission. I know everything I need to know.
And you understand where she's at now.
Yeah.
550 credit
550 credit score.
score. Okay.
You know, and more importantly, June, I can feel the spirit of moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Smitty, I want to buy a house. I got a 550 credit score. Oh my God, June, I love that conversation. Then I get to ask a couple questions. I get to lead the dance. I am helping you. Oh, we got Chloe. Good morning, family. Doing great on this Friday, you know. And June, it's such a more meaningful conversation for her and for me because now I can actually help. You know, Earth, the time before now. I can help you now. I cannot help you then. So why are we there? Why are we spending time going over and over? Because
well, I'm going to play devil's advocate.
Go right
here.
ahead.
Well,
Go right ahead.
Sometimes you have to go backwards in order to come forwards, don't you?
Yes,
You have
yes.
to be able to, like, you know what?
Yes, you do.
This
Absolutely.
is what I did.
Yes.
And I don't know how to not do that again. How about that?
Well, then there's no need in us talking.
Oh, wow. It's over. Okay.
No need in us talking. Because if that's the case, I ain't got time for you. See you later, sayonara.
Wow.
Is that say right? Sayonara?
Sayonara.
Sayonara.
Or marinara. It
Marinara.
doesn't really
I'm hungry now. Get some
I know,
cheese.
so am I.
Let's get some cheese sticks and call this thing a day. You know, family, nah. You know, you got to know what you want to do. You may not know how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I want to get my credit score to 620. Man, I got you. Let's get to work. Smitty, I want to buy a house in a year from now. Man, that is not a problem. We're going to have you ready 6 months early.
But you know what I don't like? It's what I just finished saying, the buts.
Yeah.
So you give a solution, but.
But, that's, you know, no.
But.
Okay, you got a butt. We all got a butt. Don't show your butt. Don't show your butt to Smitty Smith, all right? Because I'm going to try to kick you in it, okay? You know, Earth, the time before now belongs to you.
Mm-hmm.
The time that we spend together from now forward belongs to us. And I want it to be profitable time. I want it to be meaningful time. I want it to be purposeful time. Yeah. That way we both grow and develop from. Because see, family, I like sharing because when I share, you grow, I grow, we grow, everybody grows.
And Chloe made a comment. She said, I think you're right, June. You forgot to add everything.
Okay.
On the end of that.
I did, okay.
Right, no, I'm telling Chloe she forgot to add.
Oh. Yeah.
You're so slow this morning, Smitty.
Earthing. She's right about earthing. Yeah. You know, family, just something to think about this fine Friday we got ahead of us. Earth, the time before now. The past is valuable. We agree? Yes. The past is expensive. Yes. You made big mistakes, you're going to pay a big price for it. But it doesn't have to define tomorrow moving forward.
It doesn't. And you know, what's happening this weekend that is so amazing for everybody?
Oh, I don't know.
That's funny. It's my birthday.
It's June Smith's birthday on Sunday. Sunday. We wake up to a brand new June, and we wake up to June.
Yep.
June
45.
Yeah, you're maybe not so right about that. So good thing Chloe didn't put everything.
Not funny.
The time before now, family. Earth. Isn't that a cool word, Jen?
No, it kind of, when you say erst, it makes me think of guard your loins. It comes in that same.
Does it?
I mean,
Does
yeah,
it?
erst. That
Does it?
sounds kind of creepy.
It's not Hearst. It's a different word, but family. Just something to make you think, make it stick. What are we going to do today is more important than what I did yesterday. Yesterday's mistakes are very expensive if I keep paying the price. At some point, you got to say to yourself, I've paid enough.
But how do you? Okay, but yesterday's mistakes happen. I want to say no. You know what? Yesterday's mistakes fall into today.
They
you know
do.
What I mean?
They do.
Your past credit issues fall into today.
Absolutely,
because you're
they do.
constantly paying that bill.
Yes. 36%. Yes.
You reap what you sow.
Yes.
So everything you've done in your past is going to come into your future.
Yes.
So how can you not give, I don't want to say credit, but how can you ignore it?
I'm not saying it. I'm saying grow from it. You know, you're right, June. The mistakes I made yesterday impact me today, but today is the day I'm going to start getting away from those mistakes. Because, see, yesterday didn't happen overnight, and me getting away from them, me no longer paying the price for them, doesn't start just today, but
Exactly.
I start growing towards it.
Exactly.
I start working towards it.
Okay.
You know, June, I start taking steps. That's why we say big steps creates big grooves, and big grooves is what's going to get me big moves. You know, so, you know what, June, I tore my credit up. I got a credit card at 36% interest. I maxed out that credit card. So I wake up today and say, you know what? There's the time before now on the earth, and then there's today. Today, I'm going to move forward. That doesn't mean that debt goes away. I got to deal with the debt, but I'm dealing with the debt with a different mindset.
But people want it to go away.
I know we all
instantly.
do. Man,
When
that's
they call
why-
you, like, fix it now, today.
Fix it now,
I don't even want to
yeah.
deal with it.
Absolutely.
I got a 480 credit score.
Absolutely.
Make it jump to a 620.
Where I ain't learned nothing. I ain't did nothing. You know, I just want to be
I've
done.
got to pay for it. I'm ready to start. I'm excited. I want to buy a house. I've saved my tax return money, but I've got a 480 credit score. What do? I got to keep paying for it until it. I mean, it's going to take a minute to jump up to the 620, Smitty.
That is a typical conversation right there, Junior. You just encapsulated it. Folks, they call me, they state the issue, they explain the issue, they give me an example of the issue,
Yes.
they ask the question, they answer the damn question. I'm like, what the hell am I here for? I think Chloe got it right. Chloe says, while we can't dwell on the past, perhaps at least giving voice to them is a way to take accountability and move forward. If that is in fact your mission. You know, and I like that, take accountability. This is how I take accountability.
She's such a social worker.
She really is.
She
You
is.
know, she is. You know, such a good person, unlike me. Okay. You know, here's the perfect Smitty Smith question. I need help. Hey, Smitty, I need help. I really want to buy a house. I screwed up my credit. My current credit score is 520. I'm ready to make a change. I think that's taking accountability, June. What do you think?
I think so too.
Chloe, do you think that's taking accountability? Chloe, do you think that's taking accountability? You know, I've stated the issue. I've stated my sincerity. And you know what? I'm willing to listen and learn. You know, because we stated earlier, I've probably told everybody in my family the story. You know, everybody knows me. You know, everybody knows my plight. Everybody knows my dilemma. So
I'm going to jump in a little
Yeah.
bit. Just because I just read what Chloe said and it makes perfect
yeah,
sense.
it does.
However, there are some individuals that you give voice to, allow them to give voice to the past, but it doesn't stop. They continually giving voice, which gives power, and they keep telling a story over and over again to the new person, the next person that doesn't know the story. When does the past end?
Because you know, Juden, most folks can't hear when we're talking.
Yeah.
You know, it's human nature. It's the humanness that's on me. Whilst there you go. Whilst I'm busy talking and sharing my feelings, living in my past, feeling the pain. You know what I'm saying, June?
Yeah.
I'm feeling the frustration. I can't believe I did that. I can't believe I got a car repossession. I can't believe I maxed out my credit cards. I can't believe I co-signed. You know, and I'm in my mind, June, I'm living that.
Yeah.
Right? And if I'm living it, I'm feeling it again and again and again.
Yeah.
I can't listen when I'm doing that. So what do? Simply state the goal, Shut the hell up.
And Chloe said that that's the first step. Yes, true accountability is putting those changes in action. Exactly.
Yeah. And you know, June, and what's the first action step? Asking for help. That is actually, knowing you need help.
Yeah.
That's the first step. You know what? I needs help. And my next step is going to be asking for help from someone that has the accountability, the authority, the knowledge, the willingness to help me.
Yeah.
But I got to respect that. I got to respect that person. I got to respect that situation and allow them to actually help me. You know, and June, sometimes when I answer the phone, I feel like saying, hey, this is Smitty. Allow me to help you. You know, right now, say, this is Smitty. How can I help you? I'm going to change that, June. How do you think? Hey, this is Smitty, United Richmond Real Estate. Allow me to help you today. How's that sound, June?
It sounds really good.
You know, I really like that, June. I really do. Allow me to help you means allow me to assist you. Don't you get in your way of me helping you by going somewhere where we don't need to go. Earth, the time before now. Because we will do nothing about the past. I hate to say it, June, but we're just not.
Yeah.
We are now future forward thinking, acting, doing, planning, praying. See, that's that crazy faith, family. That's that crazy faith that gives you permission to redefine your life.
And it's not easy.
No. It's not easy, but it's necessary.
Yeah, it's got to be done.
You know, we cannot just stay where we were. Hey, you know what, June? Today is Friday. Today is Gigi's last day of school.
Woo-hoo!
Gigi is going to be summer free. Think about, June, how about the last day of school is on a Friday? Is anything cooler than that?
No.
I'm going to wake up into the summer. I go to bed Friday. I wake up, it's summertime.
But isn't this the day that most kids show themselves?
Yo,
It's the last day, right?
Yeah, man.
We gotta play some pranks on the teacher.
Yeah, yo, you're gonna earn that. You're gonna earn that paycheck. You're gonna earn that summer.
Anymore? Let's put the chalk real high. Let's put it real high.
Yeah,
we know Gigi can't reach it.
You mean about 2 feet high? I'm gonna tell you said so, June. I'm gonna tell you said so. So you know, family. In all honesty, Earth, the time before now. Let's focus today forward. June, I'll give you the perfect example.
What's that?
Brother was supposed to have some spare ribs yesterday.
That was on you.
I just knew it was going to happen.
Dante, get him. Get him, Dante.
There was no doubt in my mind that I was going to get them, right? And I got there, they didn't have any. Heart was broken.
He was mad, guys.
Oh my God.
Was upset.
You got one job. One damn job. And that's to have barbecue ribs.
And he wouldn't be satisfied with anything else.
You know,
the poor lady was like, well, we've got some salad.
No. No, we got
broccoli
fresh
salad.
lettuce. No. We have a healthy milkshake. No. No. We have some special wheat bread. No. You got one job. The name of your place is Ribs. It's in your name. You cannot run out.
You cannot run out. You cannot sell out.
You know, brother was hurt. But you know what I'm gonna do today, June?
You're gonna drive.
I'm gonna do what you said. I'm gonna call first and make sure.
Yes.
So see, family, I learned it. June learned it in me a lesson. And I gladly accept that lesson. All right. Hey, June, you know what?
What?
Scientists in Japan have taken a picture of the sun through the earth. Physically through the earth.
Okay. You're baiting me, aren't you?
Yeah, you know I
am. Okay.
And she ain't taking the bait.
No, but I'll fall for it.
Okay.
Why? And what did they find, Smitty?
It was a picture of the sun. It's called neutrinos.
Okay.
Elements that can go through the earth. They don't interact with anything else, so they can physically flow through the earth. It's like me taking a picture of the kitchen through our walls.
Okay. And we need this because?
We don't. I just wanted to have a geek out moment and squeeze it in there. That's all. I just, I just wanted to get one in there on a Friday. I just wanted to let folks know about neutrinos because you need to know. You can't fix your credit without
knowing about neutrinos.
Neutrinos. You're never going to become a homeowner without understanding neutrinos and quirks and all that other stuff.
And for me, it just sounds like a toilet tablet, latrino.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, I'm not a geek. And I've got to think how this is add to my life, sweetie. In what way? How do I we together? I don't. We're so opposite. Jeez.
Oh man. Well, anyway, Fanny, I'm gonna move on. So June just took my whole geek out moment and flushed it down the toilet.
Hey, latrino.
But the toilet is cleaner, so
Yeah,
cleaner
right?
and fresher.
And we can see straight through it.
Yeah. So fresh and clean, so fresh and clean. That's Gwen Murphy Johnson, man. You talk about bathrooms.
But
Shoot.
I guess we're finished early.
Yeah. So anyway, man.
To sum it up.
To sum it up and to shut it down, 32. Jim, we had 2 closings yesterday.
Woo!
We had 2 agents with United. I was going to say the wrong
I
name.
know.
United Richmond Realty. United Real Estate Richmond.
Whoever we are.
Family, I'm sorry. We got to get this together, June. United Real Estate Richmond. I had 2 closings yesterday. No, actually, they were with River City Blues Realty because that was business before we made the merger.
That's right.
Yeah,
Woohoo!
yeah. So again, family,
Congratulations.
still working on 32. Our goal was 100 plus. We have a great meeting today, family. An excellent meeting opportunity with someone that's going to actually help us grow our business, get more organized. See, again, we keep saying what we're going to do. If you keep saying it enough and you really and truly mean it, family, the universe is going to start bringing things your way that you need to get there. And we are going to get there, family. We really are. All right, family. Hey, look, if we gave you anything of value today, especially the neutrino part, because you really need to know that. Neutrino quirks and quarks. You need to know that if you want to fix your credit.
That's right.
It's all about the cosmic being. Okay. So again, family, please like and share. Help share the words about grants and down payment assistance. June, someone's probably saying, man, I got a credit score of 210. Why am I going to worry about helping someone else become a homeowner? Family, it's called karma. You put good energy out, June, what do you get back?
Good energy. Is there such a thing as a 210 credit score?
No, I think a low is like a 350.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, low is 350. So I was getting ready to say something. I caught myself.
I'm glad you did.
Woo!
So anyone with a 350 credit score, give somebody a call.
Yeah.
Just let us know how you got there.
Yeah, give me all the gory details.
We really
From
want
the
to know.
time you woke up to what your cousin Jane did to what
See, what
Aunt
happened
Peaches
was-
did, how Uncle Pookie made that, and blame it on everybody else too, G. That's the part I like.
Sometimes it's not your fault. Sometimes it's your
never
mama
your fault.
and your daddy.
It's never
that
your
use-
fault.
Sometimes it's your mom and your daddy and
It's never your
uncle,
fault.
whoever,
Yeah,
Aunt
let's get it-
Peaches that
yeah.
use your credit score when you're 5 years old.
Yeah, let's get into our relationship also, okay? While we're here, Earth family, the time before now. See, that's the way June and I, we really and truly can help you to go straight home when we are forward facing, forward marching, forward goals, forward successes, driving out the windshield, never the rearview mirror. Because that's only where we've been. We already know where we've been.
Where y'all going?
I want to define and drive and grind to where I want to go. And you know what, June? I'm going to celebrate each and every day of that road trip. I am. Because it's worthy. Hey,
You know
family.
what I'm celebrating?
What do you celebrate?
My birthday on
I'm
Sunday.
celebrating.
You walk right
I
into
walked
that.
right
sweetie.
into that. Right into that. Right into it. All right. Chloe says
You should have
happy.
used your latrino, sweetie. You should have saw it
I should
coming.
have stolen through the earth.
That's right. Straight through.
Happy birthday, Eve June.
Thank you, thank you.
She is going to take the whole month.
I am.
Put your seatbelts on, family. I'm telling you. Hey, look here, family. If you haven't already, please be sure to register for one of our Grits and Grants workshop. We have two of them coming up live and in living color in the month of June.
Yes.
The third Thursday and third Saturday. We're on schedule, June. The third. The third Thursday, the third Saturday. Come out, family. I promise you. I absolutely, positively give you all assurances.
He most promises you.
I most promise you. I'm going to gird up my loins and say this with all sincerity. Family, we are going to make it worth your investment of time. And if in the very first 5 minutes we haven't taught you some stuff, just get up and walk the hell up on out with your head out high. Flash some gang signs and go, family. But we know it's not going to happen. Because June and I, 35 combined years of real estate experience brought to the table to help you go straight home. That's what we do. All right, family. Hey, June, you know what?
What?
I am Smitty Smith.
And I am June Smith.
And what real estate company we with, June?
We are with United Realty Richmond.
No. United Real Estate Richmond. Formerly River City Blues Realty. I think that's why realty is just stuck in our brains. I think that's what it is. So it's United Real Estate Richmond. Hey, family, I got to go gadget, go. I got to go shoot some more videos. I got some more great houses that we're going to post. We're doing video tours. Man, some of these houses are going to really motivate you, family. I promise you. It is a great opportunity. It's a great time to become a homeowner.
It is.
Because you cannot continue paying rent forever.
So give us a call, 804-350-4139.
June.
And let's go.
Let's go is the right word. Hey, I am Audi 5000.
Peace.
Deuces.